Alright, so first off, we're starting with the flat bench. This is a great compound movement to build up your pec major as well as your triceps. So the way we're structuring the sets is 4 sets up, 4 sets down. So it'll be 10 reps at 135, about 8 to 10 reps at 185, probably 4 to 6 at 225, and then 1 rep at your max. And he drops it the same weights all the way back down to failure. First thing I think about is playing a nice base with my feet, so I like kind of bringing it back almost to the base of the bench. When I go down, I usually put my arms like shoulder width apart, maybe a little bit wider. Usually look for the grading right there, that smooth spot. Go down. And what I like to do first is to plant my head, squeeze my scapula together to tighten my upper back, so this gives you an even more strong base to drive from. Plant your hands. I like gripping suicide like this. A lot of people like gripping either way. Doesn't really matter what you do. And then first thing you do, so you grip, keep your shoulders pinched, suck in, like that. You're gonna keep your shoulders pinched. So go down slow, relax, touch your chest, slow down. You want to feel like you're pulling the bar apart when you're going down.
Perfect form.
So when you're driving up through that rep, so you first want to come down and load it through your lats. So you want to flex your lats when you're coming down. When you're going up, you want to flex your lower chest all the way up to your upper chest. Hit the full range of motion. That's on it. Alright, so main thing, especially when you're moving up to the heavier weights, is that when you're pushing up, especially when you're getting towards the last few reps where you're beginning to struggle, you want to make sure that you're pushing equally with both arms, because favoring one side over the other can cause serious shoulder injury. Alright, so this was my 4th set of the pyramid of bench press, and it was a PR attempt actually at 265. Unfortunately couldn't get it, just didn't have enough gas in the tank. Probably burnt myself out a little bit on the other reps in the previous sets, but great thing I had Lou on me spotting, or else I probably would have gotten smashed. So one big thing to take away from this is that using a spotter on bench, even when you can't get that last rep, you can have him force reps out of you to just build that strength, even when you really can't get that heavier weight.
She had her through. Cause day and night, the lonely stoner seems to free his mind at night. He's all alone through the day and night.
So when your lifting partner has to push you, you thought he couldn't do it, got 3, boy.
The lonely stoner seems to free his mind at night. He's all alone, some things will never change. The lonely loner seems to free his mind at night. And no. Day and night. Day and night. Day and night. Day and night.
Alright, so the next workout we're doing is the incline bench. So this is great for building your pec minor up, as well as providing a little bit of a workout for your anterior deltoid. So the rep range for this, we're doing 4 sets. So you started with 135 for your lower weight for about 8 to 10 reps. The second set's going to be about 185, so the next weight up. About 4 to 6, and if you can do more, do that. Don't go past 8. And then the third set, you're going to be doing maximum weight. So it'll be around at the top of 225 for us. And then for the last set, you're going to drop your very first weight, and you're going to get a failure. So make sure you're pushing yourself on these, and keep track of the form too, because you don't want to injure yourself. And so another thing too is when you're going down, you want to touch the upper part of your chest to really work that pec minor, build that nice fullness in there.
Factory.
workout for building that density in the lower chest as well as in the triceps. Really focus on going down very, very slow. Focus on that negative. So the negative is when you're going down on the reps. So that'll keep your shoulders protected, and it's just great for building muscle. Even if you can't necessarily get the rep on the way up, jump up, jump. Just get out. Nice and slow. Especially do that right when you're failing, just to force the muscle past what it can actually do, and that'll promote muscle growth.
Building off of what Dan said, when you're up here like this, you don't want to have your body swaying back and forth. You want to lock in the angle of your hips and your torso and your shoulders. So when you're coming down, all this stress is coming on your lower chest and your triceps, and then you come up, squeeze. So see how my lower body's not moving at all? Just muscle move.
So one thing I like focusing on when he was talking about keeping that lower body stiff is taking a big breath in and tightening your core, because when you tighten your core, your whole body will stiffen up and you'll actually be easier to move your body weight up and down. You can almost picture it like trying to lift up a limp body as opposed to one that's stiff. It's just like almost impossible. It feels like 1,000,000 pounds when you're lifting that limp body. So just things to think about when you're doing it. Make it a little bit easier on yourself. Have just overall better workouts.
On our workout, we have failure +3 written, or we just have failure written down, but we're really doing like failure plus like 5 or 6. So that's the point of the negative, to really force the muscle into shock, and then really hit the V2 muscle fiber cell.
Exactly what Arnold says. You got to shock the muscle to promote growth.
Here on the flat bench dumbbell fly, this was an Arnold inspired exercise to really build some serious mass in the chest. Here I really tried to just isolate and keep the rest of my body stiff by tightening my core, and then opening up my chest, and then really contracting through, trying to pull my pinkies together at the top, squeezing all the way through the muscle.
The big thing with this workout, if you notice, if you've ever seen Arnold's chest, look it up on the air or something, he's just built this nice wide chest and really fill that gap between your shoulder and your upper pec. Just build that nice density in your chest, which is to make sure you're using a lighter weight on these. You're doing about 10 to 15 reps. You're really just focusing on that mind-muscle connection, and just squeezing and just building that nice dense muscle tissue. Do lightweight because it really puts a lot of strain on your shoulders as well as your elbows. Just take a big breath in. When you're going down, go down nice and slow. And then really try and contract your chest on the way up. Don't just like drive your arms up, because that can put more strain on your shoulders than you really want. So really try and squeeze your chest and use a lighter weight if you can't do that. And also if you're feeling any kind of strains with it. Go down slow. Still going. So for this one, we want to structure the sets. So we do about 4 to 6 sets, and it's structured by how your partner finishes. That's the only rest time you get, is however long it takes your partner to finish. You really want to push each other on these sets. Just throw all the blood in your chest to really force that growth. we're doing 4 sets of cable flies, so on your knees, and try and keep your back perpendicular, so at a 90-degree angle. So you're really focusing just on your middle chest. This is a great workout for developing striations in your chest, more like an aesthetic workout. And so the way we do it, so 4 sets, and each set involves a heavy set to failure, and you drop the pin a couple notches down, and you go do that weight to failure. Then you go straight in to push-ups, and you do at least 10 push-ups, and then do the push-ups to failure. So you do that 4 times through. So no rest between the cable crosser or the cable flies and the push-ups, and you get 45 seconds rest until you have to start all over again.
And then I'm doing the pec fly machine because it helps with not cheating as much sometimes on these. You know, you start bending your elbows and making it easier for yourself. But with the pec fly machine, you're able to keep at a constant angle and then work your chest that way. All right.
One big thing to notice, or to focus on rather, is that when you're doing these, especially when you're getting tired, to not let your chest heave like that. And you can really tell by where your hands are. If your thumbs are pointing down, it's not good. The way the pec works is it flexes bottom to top. That's how you get that full chest. So by keeping your pinkies down, you activate the entire chest.
On this one, I'm really focusing on the negative like we did on our dips. Opening up, extending the fibers in the chest, the muscle fibers, and then contracting them bottom to top to get the best possible squeeze.